Welcome to Dr. Fred Markets. This is not financial advice. While most people ignore what's happening in the markets, a few choose to pay attention. And that difference, that simple choice to stay informed, changes everything. You're one of them. Let's get into it.
Retirement is getting murdered by Scooby-Doo and oil traders. Bitcoin down 3%, Ethereum down 3%, S&P red, Apple nuked 3.4%, oil ETF USO smoked for 4.5% on peace. Yet Apple walks on stage at WDC bragging about Apple Intelligence, while your iPhone quietly becomes the most profitable casino chip on Earth. Here's the first signal. Every time Apple does a major iPhone software shift, hardware revenue barely moves, but services print money. In 2016, services were a cute side hustle. By 2026, services run rate blows past $120 billion a year, with fatter margins than your favorite drug stock. Second signal. Streaming content is getting financialized like a bond market for attention. Netflix just greenlit a live-action Scooby-Doo for 2027. That isn't nostalgia. It's a 3-year locked pipeline of predictable cash flows packaged into a story. Kids watch, merch sells, licensing runs for decades. It's a yield curve in a dog costume. Third signal. While crypto tourists cry over a 3% red candle, the real degens are using Apple and Netflix as toll booths on the human dopamine network. CBS runs stabbings, Trump denaturalizations, Middle East drama. Your brain runs to distraction. Distraction funnels into screens. Screens funnel into recurring revenue. Here's the cliffhanger. Your retirement account already depends on that dopamine tax, and you have no idea how it works or how to weaponize it. So let's connect the dots. Apple is not a hardware company. It's an attention landlord. 90+% retention on iPhone means every AI upgrade is just a stealth rent increase on 2 billion eyeballs. You're not buying a phone, you're signing a variable rate lease on your concentration. Netflix isn't making shows, it's securitizing human habit. They buy an IP like Scooby-Doo because the risk profile is boring. Parents know it, kids accept it, merchants license it. Law of large numbers kicks in, enough predictable global binge hours to model out like a utility stock. Here's the mechanism nobody talks about. Attention has a balance sheet. Asset side, time people spend with a screen. Liability side, the cost to capture that time. Apple lowers capture cost by welding AI into the OS. Siri helps you. Widgets surface what you need. Translation, fewer taps from stimulus to app, higher conversion from life to screen. More transaction volume for the App Store, Apple Pay, subscriptions. Netflix lowers capture cost by weaponizing familiarity. Scooby-Doo is low-friction IP, no marketing education required. Parents drop the kids in front of it. Adults doom-scroll true crime next.
Does what you just heard shift something for you? That feeling, that need to know more, is exactly the right reaction. Most people never get there. You just did. Let's keep going.
The algorithm stitches it all into a 3-hour session that advertisers and subscription accountants drool over. Now tie this back to today's red market. Oil flinches when Iran says, "We're done attacking." Fine. War premium bleeds out. Traders panic. But long-term, your portfolio doesn't live on missile headlines. It lives on recurring cash flows from legal addiction. Screens, notifications, and comfort food narratives. Here's the one thing you didn't know you needed to track. Revenue per human minute. Apple and Netflix are quietly increasing revenue per user minute exposed faster than most companies increase revenue per customer. That's the real KPI. Every UI tweak, every IP reboot, every AI feature is an optimization on that metric. So what do you do with this? First, stop worshiping price charts and start reading income statements for subscription and engagement leverage. Look at services share of revenue, not just top line. Look at churn. If churn is microscopic and ARPU climbs, that's attention compounding. Second, build a tiny dopamine landlord sleeve in your portfolio instead of chasing every crypto pump. Companies that tax time, not events. Think platforms that sit on devices and IP libraries that recycle for generations. Not sexy, hyper-effective. Third, understand the risk. When you invest in Apple and Netflix, you are betting your future on the world, choosing sedation over friction. That trade has been winning for 20 years. If that ever breaks, these names get smoked. But until then, you're either renting your brain to them for free or charging rent as a shareholder. This is not financial advice. This is just the uncomfortable math your broker never explains. Your retirement already rides on whether people doom scroll a stabbing headline, then flip to Scooby-Doo for comfort, then order DoorDash on their iPhone. You either pretend this is just tech and entertainment, or you accept the truth. The global pension system is increasingly backed by the monetization of boredom and fear. Here's your 3-point summary. 1. Apple's AI push is really an attention rent hike, funneled into high-margin services. 2. Netflix's IP strategy, like Scooby-Doo in 2027, is a bond ladder of predictable eyeballs. 3. The real edge is tracking who increases revenue per human minute, not who screams the loudest on CNBC. If you want fluffy optimism, watch the Scooby trailer. If you want the math behind the leash on your own attention, subscribe and show up tomorrow. I'll bring the numbers. You bring what's left of your free will. This is not financial advice. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and check the links in the first comment below.
That's it for today on Dr. Fred Markets. I hope this gave you clarity and a new perspective. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. If you found this useful, subscribe. It's free and it helps the channel grow. Find me on the blog at drfredmarkets.com and join the newsletter via the link in bio. I'm Dr. Fred Markets. See you in the next one.